Hello, everyone. Welcome to Durrett's Take. As I went over in my other podcast, I went over my full NFL preview and predictions. And again, if you want to see that, you can go to my LinkedIn profile down Durrett and look at my whole preview for that one because I more just went over predictions and preview in the podcast. But hopefully you look over that. But now it's time to go over my Week 1 NFL predictions. Let's start off with tomorrow night's game between the Bills and the Rams. Bills are, depending on who you look at, 2.5 point favorites. To me, it's like this could be and I predicted it to be a Super Bowl matchup. So this could be a preview of that. But I just feel like with the Rams coming off the championship, them being at home, um, the buzz and all that. I just don't see them losing that home opener. I know if they did lose it, it would be to a good team in the Bills. But it's just like I feel like the Rams at home, come out the championship, the ring ceremony and all that. I feel like they'll get the job done. So I'm gonna have them. I'll take Rams the points here and to win outright. I have them winning 23-17. Next, you have on Sunday you got the Saints and the Falcons. Saints are 5.5 point favorites. Um, to me, I feel like this is one of those games where, as we saw last year, the Saints, in game one, came out on fire, and I feel like that's going to happen here again because you get Michael Thomas back, you added Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave. Um, I feel like the Falcons shouldn't make Jameis Winston look bad, and that type of defense is going to make Jameis Winston look bad. And the Saints defense, is going to stop the Falcons' run game, because they always have, and I just feel like they're gonna, while they do struggle with running quarterbacks to a degree, I feel like they can easily contain Marcus Mariota, especially week one for the Falcons, all that. Getting Marcus Mariota get used to the system and all that. I just feel like it's a game for the Saints to be had here, even if it's a good rivalry game. I have them winning 34-17, so I've been covering easily here. Next, you get the 49ers versus the Bears. 49ers are 7 point favorites. Even though Trey Lance's, I guess third start overall in his NFL career, um, I feel like this is one of those games where he should win. Even though he may even show some inconsistency here, just because the Bears' defense was question mark last year, and then on offense, I feel like the 49ers pass rush and linebackers could easily get to um, Justin Fields and make him uncomfortable. All that. And this is a good time to be playing at the Bears when it's September, Also, there's that factor. So I'm going to have the 49ers winning cover here. I have them winning 28-13. Next, you got the Steelers versus the Bengals. Bengals are 6.5 point favorites here. I think that's a perfect line right there because that's what I think will happen. Is that it'll be close because Steelers, in openers typically, play well, and I feel like the Bengals, are not just going to be like scoring 35 every game. There's going to be a little bit slow start, especially with Joe Burrow, having his appendix taken out early, like a month ago or whatever. So it's good. You kind of need to get that flow back, basically. So I don't have it being a high scoring thing, but I have the Bengals winning by a touchdown, winning 20-13. Next, you got the Eagles versus the Lions. Eagles are 4 point favorites here. I feel like this is a go either way game right here because while the Eagles are the better team, Lions at home, played a lot of close games last year. I do like them in this game. Um, I feel like they can easily make this game interesting. Um, and I feel like, again, Eagles will survive here, but I would take the Lions to cover there because I only have Eagles winning by just 24-23. Next, you got the Patriots versus the Dolphins. Dolphins are 3.5 point favorites. Again, I feel like that line's very appropriate there. That's what I see happening. I feel like it's a lower scoring game, but in the end, the Dolphins will prevail because they have the better talent and all that, and they've had, Bill Belichick's number recently. So I'm going to have Dolphins winning 19-16. Next, you get the Ravens versus Jets. Ravens are 7 point favorites. Whether it's Zach Wilson starting or Joe Flacco starting, I feel like the Ravens are going to win here. Their pass rush is just going to be too much for the Jets. Questionable line, with Mekhi Becton out and all that. And I feel like if Joe Flacco starts, and the Ravens are going to win by 2 touchdowns, I'm going 24-10. So take the points there and take the Ravens to cover. Next, you get the Jaguars versus Commanders. Now, this was a little bit hard one for me to predict. But again, Commanders are 2.5 point favorites. I feel like it's spot on line. That's why I see happening at the Commanders winning 26-24. Next, you get the Browns versus Panthers. Panthers are 2.5 point favorites. Again, I feel like that's a very good line there because I feel like this will be a low scoring game because the Cleveland defense will shut down the Panthers offense because the Panthers bad online, but I feel like the Panthers defense can in return slow down Cleveland because of Jacoby Brissett starting. So therefore I have Panthers, Baker Mayfield getting his revenge. I have them winning 19-17. Next, you got the Colts versus Texans. Colts are 7-point favorites here. Now, I don't expect the Colts to light up the scoreboard here, but I do expect the Colts to win and cover here. And just despite Matt Ryan's being first start with them and all that, I feel like they can, do enough. And especially like if they are struggling a little bit offense, I feel like they can do a lot more on defense to slow down the Texans. I have them winning 20-7. Next, you get the Giants versus the Titans. Titans are 5.5-point favorites here. Now, I do like the Titans here. While they do lose pass rusher Harold Landry, which is a big loss, they do have, a good defensive front, which can cause problems for the Giants' O-line there. And then defensively, I feel like the Titans can easily just rely on Derrick Henry and run the ball this game. I feel like the Giants aren't going to be forcing the Titans to make, Ryan Tannehill beat them. So, especially at home here, I'm going to take the Titans to win. I have them win 21-10. Next, you got the Packers versus the Vikings. Packers are 1.5-point favorites. I heard Alan Lazard, the Packers' top receivers, out. And with the Vikings at home here, I know it's Kevin McConnell's first head coaching debut and all that for the Vikings, but I feel like it's setting up perfectly for the Vikings to win here. While Aaron Rodgers again gets used and more comfortable with all his new receivers and all that. So I had the Vikings winning 24-14. Next, you got the Chiefs versus the Cardinals. Chiefs are 6-point favorites. I feel like this is one of those games where, Cardinals are very good in September, but then also Andy Reid is very good in September. And so then it's like, well, then how you pick? So the one slight factor here is, again, in this case, the DeAndre Hopkins being out for Arizona, I just feel like it's going to be the thing that cost them winning this game. I have Chiefs winning and barely coming here, 31-23. Next, you got the Raiders versus the Chargers. Chargers are 3-point favorites here. I can see Chargers win by 3. I'm gonna go ahead and win by a touchdown because again I feel like the Raiders O line questions, Chargers will be able to slow down the Raiders offense there, and then the Raiders secondary wise, but the Chargers can just easily lift them up. So but again because I respect the Raiders and all that, and the second time both these teams played was a close game last year. I feel like it'll be a touchdown type of game once again, but Chargers win 27-20. Next, for the Sunday night football game, you get the Buccaneers versus the Cowboys. The Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorites. I feel that's pretty spot on there because both O lines for both teams have so many injuries and holes and all that. I feel like this will definitely be a lower scoring defensive game, despite the offensive talent for both sides. But I feel like in the end, the Buccaneers defense is just going to overwhelm the Cowboys battle line. So I have them winning by 4 here. I have them winning 17-13. And then for the Monday Night Football game, you got the Broncos versus the Seahawks. The Broncos are 6.5-point favorites here. Russell Wilson makes his return to Seattle. And I try to find a scenario where Seahawks might make this interesting, make it close, but I just don't see it. So take Broncos in the points here. In fact, I have this being somewhat of a blowout. I have Broncos winning easily. I have them winning 28-3 against Russell Wilson going against Pete Carroll there. So thank you very much for listening to my podcast today. Please go on our channel, tell everyone what you think about my picks, and let me know what you think. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.